Hello everyone, I'm Ron Ball and you're watching Liverpool versus Chelsea Premier League. This is a best and advanced simulation, fully recorded and edited for your entertainment.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere. Gakpo, Kirkes, João Pedro, Konate, McAllister, Gakpo, goes for the shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Pedro Neto, Cucurella,
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella. Well read, nice interception. Gravenberg, Mohamed Salah. Oh, just skips past his man. That's physical challenge. Isak has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and it's Frimpong. There's the shot! Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. Now it's João Pedro. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Caicedo. Palmer. James. It's a good run down the right. That's good play. Kirkes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kirkes. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. Gakpo. João Pedro, Cucurella, Pedro Neto, Cucurella, and here's Neto, Fernandes, and it's Cucurella. Cucurella crosses it in. He won't reach that. Gravenberg. Kirkes. And here's Gakpo. Ball swung in. That has been knocked clear. James. Fernandes shifted upfield. Caicedo, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Kirkes. Now the delivery. Colwill. Fernandes. Colwill, aim forwards. Van Dijk. McAllister. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. And he's there to clear it. And Gained it back swiftly. Salah takes the shot! And that has been cleared. Applies the finish!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Pedro Neto. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. And the shot! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. James. And here's Palmer. Palmer. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? McAllister, gently done. Gakpo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Gravenberg. Isak has given away a free kick. Fofana. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Very nicely done. Cucurella. He slings it in. And he's there to clear it. There are a few waiting for it. Cross in, looks like a good one. McAllister. Isak. Frimpong. McAllister forwards and with intent. Palmer does really well to win the ball there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was very necessary. Looking for a decent ball in. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Laid back in. Showing good feet. Pedro Neto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Fernandez. Fofana. Pedro Neto looks to get on the end of this. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Gakpo stood his ground strongly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Isak. And it's McAllister. McAllister. That is lovely. It's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto shifted upfield. And he's straight offside. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Caicedo head out towards the right wing. Palmer. Caicedo. James, played into the box. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Oh, nice touch. Mohamed Salah. Nice control. Chance to play it in. Out to the right. Back into the middle. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gravenberg. Colwell gets across to it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Cleared away. It's run loose here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Caicedo. Palmer. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, sweet feet. In by James. That's a goal kick. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. McAllister. Frimpong. Salah. Gakpo. Chance to deliver. And the ball is out of play. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. James. That's tidy. Caicedo. Palmer. Oh, good spread. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Only partially clear. Might be danger here. Pedro Neto. Palmer. And here's Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? Pedro Neto plays it across. Gomez. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cucurella aim forwards. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Palmer. Konate cuts out the pass. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gakpo. Oh, that is a good, real chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
McAllister with the short one. Isak plays it in. Palmer can get it clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Isak clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Kerkez. And it's Salah. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Caicedo. Palmer. Colwell gently done. James. Palmer. James. Well played, that has snuffed out. Up he goes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have scored that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Gakpo. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fofana. Cucurella. Good play on the left-hand side here. He is through here. Plenty waiting in the middle. And a chance! McAllister forwards and with intent. Isak did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Proves too strong. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. That'll be a throw-in. Gakpo. João Pedro. Fofana. Cucurella. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Chalobah forwards and with intent. James. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Palmer. And it's James. Fernandes. Out towards the flank. João Pedro. Played out to the right. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Out to the right. That's very neat. Shoots! Pedro Neto. Fofana. Mohamed Salah. Goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drama affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. Fernandes. Fernandes, played out towards the right wing. Referee's given a throw. And it's Caicedo. And here's Neto. Isak concedes a free kick for that. Caicedo takes a shot. Decent enough try.
Caicedo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
McAllister. Gomez. Kerkez. Gravenberg. And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he did it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Gomez. Gravenberg. Palmer. Fernandes. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Aim forwards. Oh, that's overhit. Pedro Neto. That's really well manoeuvred. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. James. Caicedo. James. Hit into the middle. Fernandes. Caicedo. Played towards the other side. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Gakpo does really well to win the ball there. Caicedo. Palmer. Played into the middle. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. And it's Kirkes. Oh, that's neat. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Cucurella. Fofana. Fofana head over towards the opposite flank. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, succumbs to the pressure. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Neto. And here's Neto. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Fernandes. Over to the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Van Dijk with the clearance. McAllister. Kirkes. Gomez. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. And it's lofted through here. Cucurella. Fernandes. Chalobah gently down. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fernandes shifted upfield. João Pedro. Oh, shooting chance! That was mighty close. Kirkes. Gakpo. Fernandez wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana. All this over the line. We're not going to make any further progress now. Caicedo. Fernandez. Fofana chooses to go cross-field. Caicedo. James. Fernandez. Caicedo. Made into space. Played through for the wide man. Is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's João Pedro. He's pulled him up for that challenge. It's James. Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Palmer done it delicately. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
McAllister. Kirkes charging forward down that flank. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Played into space out wide. Cucurella crosses. That is not what he intended. Van Dijk aimed forwards. Gravenberg. Gravenberg. He's making a real surge on the left. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. Fofana tries to clear. Here's a chance! Palmer. James. Palmer. James. Palmer. Oh, that's neat. Looking here to chip it through. It's gone for a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Isak made out to the left flank. Crosses it in. And the shot! That's going to go a long way. Van Dijk have it back and can go again. Gakpo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Isak spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. João Pedro. Cucurella. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Gravenberg. Kerkez. McAllister. And it's Frimpong. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. That has been knocked clear. Gravenberg. Fofana gently down. Cucurella. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. Tries to get it clear. That's been won straight back. James. Palmer. Gakpo. Gravenberg forwards and with intent. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. It's a quick ball upfield. Isak. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Konate. That's really well manoeuvred and reclaimed it in a trice. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Moved on forwards. James. Palmer. This interception, his positioning was spot on. McAllister. Van Dijk looks to the other side. Kerkez. Gomez. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. Fernandez. Colwill. James. Palmer. James. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Kirkes. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Gakpo. Kirkes. Delivered with swing. McAllister. And it's Kirkes. McAllister. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Gravenberg. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Cucurella. And here's Neto. That's tidy. Elects to cross. Gakpo. Gakpo, gently done. Fofana. Gakpo goes hurtling down that left-hand side. And it's played forward. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now he's off and running. Caicedo. Palmer. And it's James. James. Clipped into space. Ball's gone out of play. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Van Dijk. McAllister. Looks to the other side. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Salah. Oh, easy pickings there. Cucurella. Fernandez. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Ah, such a clever touch. He whips it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Throw it. And it's Caicedo. Tries a deft little ball. It is a corner. And it's been taken short. Time to deliver. Oh, nice touch. It's a mighty effort! harmlessly behind. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Kerkesh. Great ball if he can get there. Isak. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. James. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. Into the channel. James. Cross goes in there. Mamardashvili claims it, and the danger passes. Konate, gently done. Gravenberg. McAllister played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Gravenberg. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Colwill. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandez. Mohamed Salah. Moved on forwards. And here's Isak. Real chance here. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah played out towards the right wing. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Well read. The danger is averted. Palmer has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. Kerkesh getting this one clear and claimed it back swiftly. McAllister. Now he's got space here. James. Palmer. James. And across it goes. Oh, smashing header! Gravenberg. Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. The cross comes in. Caicedo. Cucurella. James. And it's James. Lobbed in behind. Played into space out wide. James. Gravenberg. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And it's Kirkes. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Calmly anticipates. Gravenberg. Kirkes. That's a good run down the left. And it's Kirkes. And the finish! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, they could be caught out here. Looking for a decent ball in. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And back out it comes. James. Fernandez. Oh, a delicate chip through. Big chance, corner. James plays it short. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Played towards the other side. Frimpong. Aim forwards. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Fofana. James. And it's played forward. João Pedro. Konate, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Isak. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedro Neto. James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Palmer. Fofana shifted upfield. And it's Fernandes. And here's Palmer. James. Now here's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandes climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella puts them all in. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella chooses to go cross-field. Palmer. João Pedro, played out to the right. A chance to play it in. Aimed in towards the centre. João Pedro. Clearly not happy with that. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Great run on the overlap here. Cross goes in there. And that's been well dealt with. James. Fofana. Fofana forwards and with intent. James. Now who's going to be first to this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. João Pedro. Palmer. James. Can he get onto this? Palmer. James delivers the ball. And he thumps it clear. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Big chance! Oh, there was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Cucurella. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Out towards the flank. Hit into the middle. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Van Dijk. Konate. Aim forwards. And here's Isak. He's got away. Frimpong. Oh, it's played into the area. Out to the right. Gakpo. Muscular approach does pay off here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, crossbar! Chalobah attempts a clearance, and it's Kirkesh. Nice control. That's a good ball. McAllister. Gakpo. And here's Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Gravenberg. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. He can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's in plenty of space here. And that was asking just too much of him. Colwell made out to the left flank. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Corner then. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's McAllister. Deftly away. Van Dijk thinks one through. Frimpong looking to run onto it. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. Defending was strong and firm. Frimpong. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana. Caicedo. João Pedro. And here's Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Now the cross. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. McAllister, and it's Salah. Frimpong. McAllister. Kirkes. McAllister. It's Salah! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Colwill. Caicedo. Palmer. James. Fernandez. Played out to the right. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. And that is as far as they're going to go. Caicedo. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Cross me. A header! Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Kirkes. Gakpo. That's very neat. Mohamed Salah. Palmer. João Pedro. Fofana. Fernandez. Moved on forwards. And it's Cucurella. Frimpong battling down that right flank. Can he latch on to this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Caicedo. Cucurella. Chalobah. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Gakpo. Spread out to the left. Palmer. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana. Colwill. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And here's Neto. Nice control. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Kirkes. McAllister. Frimpong. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. Chalobah gets it away. And it's McAllister. João Pedro. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. Lovely bit of skill. Caicedo. And here's Fernandez. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. Kekes getting this one clear. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Now it's João Pedro. That's a nicely weighted pass. Palmer. And he's managed to get free. Time to deliver. Palmer gets a cross in. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Palmer. James. Fernandez. Fernandez forwards and with intent. Ambitious ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fofana. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. It's just beyond his reach. Gravenberg, gently done. And it's Frimpong. That's good play. And here's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong played with finesse. Pedro Neto. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Cucurella chasing after it. Fernandez. Looks to the other side. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer puts a cross in. Pedro Neto have it back and can go again. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been won straight back. James. Caicedo, and it's James. here's Isak. Kerkesh. It's a mighty effort! And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Fofana, and he goes cross-field. Colwill. Caicedo. João Pedro. Kerkez. McAllister. Frimpong. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gomez. McAllister. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Tries a measured ball. Gets it away. Colwill. Fernandez.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kerkez. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Gakpo. That is lovely. McAllister. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Gakpo. Very nicely done. Kerkez, and that's aimed into the middle. Cucurella gets it clear. Van Dijk have it back and can go again. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Chalobah gets it away. Gakpo. Kerkez. Palmer. Fofana. Chalobah. James. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Chalobah. Fernandez. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Gakpo. And here's Isak.
Isak really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedro Neto looks to get on the end of this. Cucurella. Can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. Oh, sweet feet. Played into the middle. Gravenberg with the clearance. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
This might spell danger. Mohamed Salah. James clears it away. Caicedo. That's the throw. Nice physical challenge.
Pedro Neto.
Palmer. Colwill. James. Palmer. James. Played towards the other side. Now it's Pedro Neto. Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Over to the left. Pedro Neto. Fernandez made out to the left flank. That's a cute ball. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Gravenberg. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Out to the left it goes. Aimed in towards the centre. Great defending, strong and determined. Proves too strong. Kirkes. Gravenberg, aim forwards. Chalobah gets rid without sophistication. Cucurella. Lobbed in behind. Shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
McAllister. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Kirkes really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. James. Caicedo. McAllister did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gakpo. Succumbs to the pressure. Cucurella. And it's Fernandez. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Played in with purpose. Caicedo. And it's James. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. That has been knocked clear. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Gomez. Gravenberg. Kirkes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. James. Palmer. James, head over towards the opposite flank. Fernandez. Caicedo. Palmer. Palmer. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! And that's caused a worry or two.
Pedro Neto certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Simple. And it's Salah. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Palmer! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
McAllister. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Shot, surely! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Mohamed Salah. And that has been clubbed away. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister. Gakpo. Good chance here!
Gakpo just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Fernandez. James looks to the other side. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Gomez. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. And he cuts out the supply. He's having a shot! And he comes up trumps again. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And And it's Fernandez. Palmer. He's had a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Gravenberg. Kirkes. Gakpo. And here's Isak. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And straight into the wall. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Gravenberg. And here's Gakpo. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. No way through, so great chance! They've played it short. Kirkes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a throw. Frimpong. Konate. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gakpo. Kirkes. Gravenberg. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. And they've got rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. Frimpong. Kirkes. Gakpo. Caicedo, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. João Pedro. He's certainly caught it there, it's a free kick. Now it's Isak. McAllister. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Pedro Neto did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Caicedo. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Frimpong. And he goes cross-field, and it's Kirkes. Gakpo. Now it's João Pedro. Nice physical challenge. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Caresses it through. Gomez. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Gakpo. Palmer. Oh, well measured. Now it's João Pedro. He has found a way through. And he's there to get it away. Fernandez, forwards and with intent. Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Fernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. And the ball's come loose here. James gets good distance on it. Cucurella. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Neto. Into the channel. Palmer. He is just caressing the ball. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Danger averted for now. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Out to the right. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. James, gently done. James chooses to go cross-field. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gakpo. Tries to cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Caicedo. James. Palmer. And here's Palmer. James. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. A chance to play it in. And it's Caicedo. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. Frimpong getting this one clear. Palmer. James. Oh, such a clever touch. Cross goes in. Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Van Dijk. McAllister. Frimpong. Konate. Gomez. Gravenberg. Now it's Isak.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, great shot at goal! Fofana with a definite foul there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cucurella. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
McAllister. And it's Frimpong. Now it's Isak. Oh, nice touch. Can he deliver? That's tidy. And here's Mohamed Salah.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. João Pedro.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gravenberg. And here's Isak. And it's Frimpong. Showing good feet. And here's Mohamed Salah. McAllister made out towards the right wing. Frimpong crosses. Defending of the desperate variety.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Out to the right. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that clears it away. Out for a throw. Cucurella, that's a delicate pass. Palmer. Now it's Palmer.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lovely feet. And it's McAllister. Gakpo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Shapes to shoot!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Played back in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kirkes.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Konate. Caicedo. It's lofted through here. Kerkez is there, and he can get that clear. Caicedo. James. James making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's there to clear it. Played out to the right. So who's he picking out? Cleared away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Gomez. Konate. Gakpo. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto with the... Up he goes! And that could come back to haunt them.
Armour, well, at least it's earned a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Gakpo. And it's Salah. Kerkez, and that's aimed into the middle. And claimed it back swiftly. Gomez, and it goes cross-field. Gakpo. And here's Isak. One 0 as we head towards the end. Lovely bit of skill. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez. Frimpong. Nice control. Frimpong carries the ball down the right. That's very neat. Gakpo, oh, good spread.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Moved on forwards. Isak! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Looking here to chip it through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chalobah. Delicate chip through. Cucurella wins the duel this time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Palmer. Over to the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Palmer. Done delicately. Fernandez. Can he finish? It's a decent chance.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Konate, and it's played forward. And it's Palmer. Now it's Pedro. That's going to go a long way. James. Caicedo. Lovely. Tries a shot! And that could have brought them level.
João Pedro, well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Moved on forwards. Palmer. João Pedro. Palmer. James. Oh, he's found support out wide. Real chance! And the lead stays intact, just. Frimpong. They get a throw in. Very nicely done. Time to deliver. Pedro Neto. Now here's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gomez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And it's Salah. Proves too strong.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
James. Last chance, perhaps.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's really well manoeuvred. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandez.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Caicedo. James. Just 5 minutes remaining now. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Salah. Isak, backward it goes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Konate. Kirkes. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister. Thinks one through. And they've been given a corner. Fofana getting this one clear. Konate. Frimpong. And they've got Reed. And here's Mohamed Salah. Gakpo is having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Gakpo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Can he latch on to this? brilliantly cut out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And it's Frimpong. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hit into the middle.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Caicedo. And here's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. James. Played in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Kirkes. Gomez. Konate. Aim forwards. Now it's Isak. Gakpo played out towards the right wing. Palmer. They are right into last chance territory. This could be their final throw of the dice. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's in!
Pedro Neto. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Gomez. Kirkes. Gomez. Konate. Konate. Forwards and with intent. Frimpong.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Caicedo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Fofana. Fernandez. João Pedro. It's really well cleared.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
McAllister. Gravenberg. Oh, can he get onto this? James gets over and intercepts. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fofana shifted upfield. Gomez. Gakpo. And it's Palmer. Palmer gently done. Two minutes to be added on. And here's Neto. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And he has been fouled there. Defending of the desperate variety. Plays it through. The ball goes in. Could try cutting inside here. Gakpo. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. That is lovely. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Turns and goes back. Pedro net, shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Palmer. James. Caicedo. They are right into last chance territory. Palmer. Oh, such a clever touch. They need to get it in quick. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Isak. Kerkez going full tilt down the left. Gravenberg. Gakpo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Frimpong, cross into the box. Chalobah clears it away. Fernandez. Now it's Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Konate. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez. Konate. And time is up. Well, that
Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed this match, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel Run Ball.